Ding ding. Mother
Ding.
efforts.
What's up, everybody? Let's go through um,
Big
the
shout out. Big shout out to Prophet, who
big shout out.
probably he's a prophet, all right. Stop
Mm-hmm.
snitching, which actually means when you see stop snitching, people do that. They actually are the opposite of that. Montauk, what up?
Do you know that
Murphy,
I
NB,
only spoke
Eddie
to
Marinad, what up? A,
VG
what up, A? What?
through via text message, via message. There was no phone conversations ever. So if VG is spreading those rumors or saying something, he could put the proof up. But we all know he's full of shit and he's a liar. That's it.
We weren't gonna,
And
okay, so right away we weren't going to talk about this,
no, I'm
but
just saying.
go
So
ahead.
nice try, but
Do you
because this
really?
person's
You really
involved
think
and you
do
saw the
that?
other comments, you think that never mind. Never mind. I'll bite my tongue because you said not to mention
Oh,
it.
how
But
come
yeah,
I'm not screaming today? Because I saw your missus. That's why. What do you think? Why am I not screaming? I was lonely the other day. You want to know? I'll tell you why I was screaming the other day, and I'm going to
ABK
be honest.
challenge.
Now, it's what happened was, so I have this computer, okay, and like this is real, okay. I've been having problems with the volume on the computer, and somehow I hit a button that turned the color to grayscale. Okay, now if you know what grayscale is, everything I thought I was in like the 1920s, everything was, and I just could not figure it out until I Googled grayscale on my computer or whatever, and it's like, oh, you have hit this button and this button. So for weeks I'm sitting there like, oh my god, the volume, the black and white, everything is against me. People are doing this thing, and but now the colors worked out, and my volume's okay, so no more yelling. How are you, Westies? BK Shaolin, Del Strain, Jane,
Manny
Boot Hill.
Marinara,
Yep.
Westies, Jane Perry, Boot Hill Crew, BK Shallon,
And
Del
I,
Stream
I
Monco,
listen. I
Payupski.
want to give a I want to give a shout out, and I'm being truthful now, okay? And I get in trouble for this. I want to give a shout out to FBI, aka FBS, because for some reason a little birdie told me that he used my name in his title. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if that's true, okay, people who wouldn't particularly know who Bayath is, because I'm convinced that people know who I am, right? And I'm not likable, so I understand that. But thank you, because I don't know why he would be dumb enough to put my name, okay, and my 600 subs and my yelling and everything, like why you would put my name in his title.
Stop Stitching
I
is
mean,
Carlos. Is
it's
Carlos's sock account. I know what he told me. And Vinny doesn't have money. So good try, Carlos. Bye. Anyway, go ahead.
now look, Carlos, we have a relationship, Carlos. Like I said,
Stop sticking up for
and
people like
no,
that, embarrassing
I'm
me
not.
on my own platform. What's up, Edward Jimenez? How are you?
Oh,
Blessings from Joe and Miss MB, or utmost respect. Always blessings for
thank
you,
you,
your daughter. God bless
thank
your channel. Thank you so much,
thank you.
Edwin. And but that's his sock account. He told
See,
me that was his sock account.
see, now this is what happens with YouTube that I'm kind of a little sketchy on, and I'm just.
That's why he keeps bringing up his name too in these little troll comments. See, Carlos has a lot of troll accounts, and
I
that's all I'm
mean,
going to say about that. And you asked me not to talk about him, but he needs to stop running his mouth on that end, or I'm not going to, or I wouldn't respond. He's not a victim, okay? And my child is part Puerto Rican. So, Carlos, I am not
yeah,
prejudiced against you because you're Puerto Rican. Have a good day. Thank you. Come again. So
We need people like that in the chat.
the Carlos Estaca account, why doesn't he just come under his real name though? If he doesn't have the balls.
Because it's not Carlos.
It is Carlos.
It's
Stop
not Carlos.
sticking up for people when I'm telling
not
you.
sticking up for people. I'm telling you,
start-
it is not Carlos. Carlos is not going to come in there and disrespect me. Guaranteed, he's not going to do that. And that guy right there, Los, trust me.
No, I don't trust you on that because I know you're not trusting me on what I'm telling you. He's not going to start yelling again. No.
My anger is very targeted. If you know what I mean.
To the grave, you've got to respect that, Joe. It's too nice.
I wanted to see if we could get 200 people in here.
So now NB is racist. Listen. You know how they are, but that's fine. I don't care. So Manny Marinera, how's it going with you? Welcome to the show. Listen, they said some things about.
Wait a minute.
To sound like
married, listen. If I'm married in Staten Island, does that carry over to different states and different boroughs?
No, I'm on a different island. I'm on a different island, and this stuff about calling Lee like it's like a chomo and stuff like that. That stuff needs to stop. These giving people names and stuff like that account coming in and calling me racist. Put proof up when you say things like that. Put proof up. There should be proof, but that's the difference between our side because we show receipts.
No our side. That's what I'm saying. There's no our side anymore.
But there is our side because there's a couple of channels that have supported us and stuck up for us and have been there and promoted us, and they've been good to us. So, and even if people have different opinions, that doesn't mean that they're not like. People are allowed to have different opinions too. That's a thing too. So, anyway,
remember,
I'm saying when Lee was over there hanging out with them, he was not being dragged day after day after day. Now that he's over, went against them every day, he's being dragged, slandered, and we've gone through that too. Though Angel, MRE, me. Streams for months about us. So he's we've all been through it.
I could have been rich. I mean, I should have been fucking very, very wealthy at this point because that Lumi, that Dr. Klingman, all those commercials, where you prevent the body odor and whatnot. I had come up with that a while ago, but I really don't want to get into that. Mm-hmm. But, one thing that Lee has to understand is, why they're attacking him and why it really doesn't mean anything that they're attacking him. And I know it's tough. I mean, it's the toughest thing to do. Is the thing is, it's the people you're around. Like if you're around people that are drug addicts, i.e., I seen a picture of some dude today with some boots on and some skin tight jeans. Like, oh my God, it was like unbelievable. I'm like, really? This is a guy that's going at people? Oh my God. I tell you, that's when I thought to myself, I'm like, well, I mean, this is not, it's a joke, really. It's like they talk about you. I almost, I'm learning to deal with it a little better. The blowout I had the other day was clearly over the volume and was over the grayscale. I mean, you could obviously see. I wish I could show you the computer now. It's really a lot better. The colors are very vibrant. You can hear me clearly. And then, yeah. So,
Joan, how do we say that? Downick, Newark, Bronco.
Yeah.
How are you? He's been coming in here a lot. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, Bronco.
Yeah.
I know there was a guy on the West Coast. His name was John Bronco. Mm-hmm. Look up Johnny Bronco. It's not it's Branco. Yeah, he's another. He turned out to be a pretty bad dude, John Bronco.
Everybody hit the thumbs up, please, and please subscribe if you have not subscribed. People in chat that have wrenches, please drop links.
You think I was angry? I should listen. All my phone calls are recorded because I have this app. Okay, so like anytime someone calls me, it's recorded. Now, obviously, it gets deleted after a while because I'm not that type of person to keep everyone's recording and play it. But if you would have seen how she was yelling at me, oh my God, it was funny, man. It was
Carol,
yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Carol, I've said before, some channels are like soap operas. All they do is auto repeat. Absolutely, you are so right, and that's right, down Nick, Newark Bronco. You're not a bad person. So I've been in other communities, and I've left, and then like recently, this channel was associated with some other communities and stuff like that. And I leave for about a year, and I come back, and it's the same things that were brought up like 2 years ago. These ladies are still arguing about, and it's a vicious cycle. So at some point, you need to you need to just stop and just start on like new topics and get away from it. Because I am all about leaving a community when it gets too much of the same stuff, different day, or too toxic, shutting the channel down, starting a new one. And that's what I did with this one. I went over to the, NB3, NB1, 2, 3, whatever. And then I opened this one back up. This one's going to stay open though, but I'm just going to start doing the content and doing the content that my channel originally started with. And I'm not saying I won't respond. If I feel I need to respond, I'm not saying that like that means I'm not in the drama. I'm going to support the certain channels that I've always supported. I'll be in your chats. I'm going to share your channels. It's just we're not going to get any new subscribers from this community. I don't talk about the mob. And all my old subscribers that this channel had when I opened it back up, they know nothing about this drama. So
I'm sure that your idea of a ton of cash and like most people's idea of a ton of cash are two completely different things.
Absolutely.
Okay, because a ton of cash, like what's a ton of cash? Did he make $5 grand yesterday? Did he make 10 grand? Did he make 30 grand? Did he make 50 grand? Did he make 100 grand? What did he make? That was like, and he made it off this other people's back. So like, I proved that if I go crazy on a show, we're going to get money and we're going to have 200 people in here.
Yeah, but also but
I don't need the money that bad, and I don't need 200 people.
I know, but what do we have? We have 64 people in chat right now, and we got some super chats. And anybody wish to cash at me too, you guys see my cash app above. Everything is greatly appreciated.
Because these guys are going to have some hefty fucking tax bill pretty soon. And let me tell you something. I don't want it. I don't want no money. Send her the money. Send FBI the money. Send money to BK Shylin. He deserves it because that dude puts in work on YouTube. He really does.
Well, and don't make it okay. And what we make on this channel, we make. Okay, Joe and me are partners.
We have to beg.
Whether I'm not, I might not send him. You don't
listen.
It's none of their business. But anyway, we're partners.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Tax could be written off. By who? FBI? Like people with a brain could do that. Okay, these guys don't have accountants. Okay, what do you think they got? You think they're like businessmen? They don't know shit.
David Cameron.
It's not. Okay.
How do I click on this? David Cameron, thank you so much. David Cameron, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it.
You sound stupid, Jess. What's up, Redzilla? Cameron, what up?
I'm tired of hearing about the mob. There's all kinds of
Send
gangsters in
me
this
a
world, but
dollar.
everybody wants to talk
Everybody
about
send me
old
a dollar.
gangsters that's been dead for over.
Bondicio. I was wondering where the fuck you been, Bondicio.
Who
You
is
know,
this? The
I see
real
you in
Keith
because
Murray.
I see
Hey,
you in other people's chats, and I'm like, did I offend Bondicio? Or, I mean, I don't know. The real Keith Murray, what up? Get lifted. Keith Murray was cool. I mean, I like Keith Murray. You know what I mean? He was down with Eric Sermon, so you know, EPMD. You know,
what
Long
is this?
Island in the house.
They probably live better in Club Fed when IRS tells them pay, and they can't because they're fools. And
They'll beg for it.
I
then.
don't listen.
They'll say, "Up, I owe $3,000."
Hi, how are you? This is one of my this is a friend from another community. Everybody please be very welcoming, I think. So the funny thing is, and thank you for the Cash App, whoever just
Adam,
sent it. The funny thing is,
I wasn't happy when they broke up. You know what I mean? Like but I got to admit, I kind of went a little with Eric Sermon. You know what I mean? Because like I felt like he was, you know, not so much a better rapper, but I liked him on the beats, and he really had. Eric Sermon is a great producer. He doesn't get a lot of credit, but he really is one of the top dudes. His body of work is, you know, yeah. Eric Sermon. Yep. That's funny because people talk about like how kids from Bensonhurst are like racist and everything. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, especially Italian people. Yeah, maybe we have, you know, problems and whatnot, but you know, like we were like, I guess, all into hip hop back in the day. I mean, how racist could you be then if you know you're trying to be like LL Cool J?
did
It's
my
Labor
thing go through?
Day, you know, and these people couldn't get work on Labor Day. And we're talking about how much money these people took in. Are you nuts? Bondicio, you know what, my friend? And I'm just going to say, take it the wrong way, Bondicio, but I think you could be 7 people. That's why I haven't seen you.
Can I put my channel in chat? Absolutely, Teresa. I did not know you have a channel. You have a ranch. You are more than welcome to drop whatever link. You don't need to ask, Teresa. Drop your link and just chilling. I thought I put his link in chat. Margine's here, Joe.
Hey, Margine.
How are you?
Question. Okay, now let's say you're involved in a situation where, you know, you and a couple of people, someone gets killed, okay, and you're like, but not even, it doesn't even have to be killed, but let's say you're arrested and the government is saying that you 3 guys are guilty, you did XYZ. Now they're saying to you, look, if you take this plea, you'll get 10 years. Okay? How are you, Frankie T? If you take this plea, you'll get 10 years. But now, would you, even if you were innocent, let's say you were innocent, right? And they're offering you 10 years on a murder. Would you say, you know what? Let me do the 10 years, even though I'm innocent, or let me roll the dice and go to trial? What would you guys do? Would you roll the dice? Now, they were willing to give you 10 years for it if you take a plea. You roll the dice, you could be looking at 30, 40 years. What do? You have 2 options. You could plead guilty or you could go to trial. So you have 2 options. Well, okay, but then there's the third option, which is, you know,
Danny Stories.
But what would you guys do? What's up, Danny Stories? Okay, so so I guess it appears that you guys would take the third one. Now, Lauren, do you know my email? Remember I was looking on my email and it was like we weren't getting emails? Remember we couldn't get any emails?
I got emails. I figured it out, but go ahead.
No, I figured it out. I
figured it out.
No, you didn't figure it out because I just deleted a bunch of emails and now I'm getting emails.
Yeah, because it was full. I deleted a bunch too that day. Remember I told you your emails were full?
Yeah, you deleted a bunch too, but then I haven't had an email since August 22nd. Okay, I just went and deleted them.
You deleted
But
more.
now I got more emails.
Yeah, because your emails are full. You got to go through all the way to the bottom and delete the crap from
Yeah.
Margene, what are you up to, babe?
I get a lot of emails about hair plugs and penis enlargement. I mean,
Stop with the stupid jokes.
So BK, you fight the case. But what happens if you go and you fight the case and you lose?
Then you do your time.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I wasn't even, to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. Jesse, you have your own channel, or is that yours and Josie's? I don't know the story behind that. I played phone tag with Josie. I hope everything's okay.
How was Josie?
I played a little bit of phone tag with her, and I texted her, and I haven't got a response, but I heard she was just concentrating on working on her book for a little bit. She was sick of like the BS, and she's taking a break for her book, and good for her. And then I was away for a minute. I was away for
a minute, like literally a minute.
No, and then I was away for 2 weeks, and then when I came back, then I'm getting ready for back to school stuff, and cheer started, so I've been busy. So it's been phone tag. Every time I call, it goes to voicemail too. I've called her a couple times; it's gone to voicemail. But anyway, that's that. So Uncle Zio, what's up? Aegon, everybody, please subscribe to the House of Dragons reviews that he's going to do. Teresa, the link still is not working. Let me try to put it in again.
See, now I was under the impression that Zio is uncle, right? So you call them Uncle Zio. So you call them Uncle.
I don't know.
Which is good because my nephew, okay?
Oh, that's weird, Teresa. Wait a minute. Let me look.
Forget it. I'd rather even not say it because then it's like, who's your nephew and stuff like that. But guys, listen, okay? I've been alone for a week now, and all it's been is I've been taking care of my 2 dogs. Oh,
you've been
it's
alone
the worst.
You've been alone for a week.
I mean, in the daytime, and it's the way that these puppies are. They run you crazy. Right now, they're sleeping, thank God, like, they're like children, but they know, they smell the treats, they want the treats, they start giving the little puppy dog eyes, and, then they come up and they lick you and stuff like that. And then my little Maltese Chihuahua, he just starts going buck wild and just starts barking and like attacking you if you don't give him stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Uncle. So Zio means uncle. So it's like I'm saying uncle.
Right.
Uncle Zio. Okay, I got you.
Which is fine. No, because you could say that. I mean, you could say uncle.
Yeah.
Like, uncle.
And I'm not. And Italians, Puerto Ricans, all different.
And in Spanish, you want to know what it is in Spanish? It's tío in Spanish.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like all different. I like all different ethnicities, even though there's somebody who you will stick up for over me, Sokka Camp, that is starting trouble. I just needed to.
I know. Vultures, they're right. Let me tell you.
Vultures. I was going to do something real quick, and then we can go over because that story that I have. Hold on. The article that I thought we could read.
Is there a pallbearer in here?
A pallbearer?
Oh, no. I get it now. My thoughts on Mitchell
Jimenez is the Edwin Jimenez is the most. He's a gentleman. He's respectful. He's a good man. Let's just say that. I didn't get to Jesse, did you respond? Are you and Josie doing your own thing now? I don't know if you guys are going to speak on it. I don't want to cross boundaries by talking about it.
I thought I saw something, but I didn't want to say anything. You guys made a very, very. You were like a dynamic team. You were like Beauty and not the Beast, but like, you know what I mean? It was like you had that. I don't know, like you had that.
They were a good partnership.
Point of view, right? Yeah, and I heard Lee and Danny Trio are going bye-bye. I hope that's not true.
Danny made an appearance, I believe, yesterday to respond. He might just need a break, and that's good. If
Yeah.
you feel like YouTube, and I know BK Shallon had taken a break. If you feel, hey, my brats too, how are you? I sent you a message, but I'm not sure because I remember you told me something was going on with the other account, so I'm not sure if you got it. I forgot what I was going to say.
You were talking about that he took a break.
Yeah, he's taking a break, and it's good sometimes. If you guys feel this, listen, the internet is not real. People make fun of you, they lie and they slander you. Stop watching. Don't watch that because it's going to drive you crazy. And on top of that, YouTube is huge. So when we go into another community, okay, me and Joe, and we're hanging out in there and we're doing shows with them, there are people in their chat know nothing about this piggy, okay, or any of that drama or anything what he said. So if we're sitting here responding on this channel and they come over here, then they're going to learn about them. So who cares about Piggy? That type of content that they're doing is never going to get them anywhere. Okay, so we get some cash apps and he gets some super chats. Okay. Sasquatch, how are you? Creek Spod. Creek Squad. Creek.
John
That's
Wolf
me,
do a
John
video dissing me.
John Wolf knows who I am, and he's telling people, and that's kind of like snitching.
Is this
So-
true, John Wolf?
Yeah. So
John Wolf.
I
Come
am
on,
so
John.
right, and that's the thing too. Okay,
John
so
John
So-
Wolf, can't you just stay in your lane and do your fucking stupid Eddie Munster shit? Like, seriously, why do you got to do that? Okay, you're not going to be like this huge YouTuber, okay? I mean, unless there's the fucking Herman Munster fucking redo, then forget about it. You'll be like fucking on top of the world. But
Well-
seriously, like, stick to your comedy shit. You know what I mean? Like, he just does. I mean, what are you trying to do, John Wolf? I don't get it. You like
he's
want
just
to be hated?
he's a troll.
Frankie T's just an account today? Oh my God. I thought Frankie T, I grew up with him. No, what did you oh my God. I thought Frankie T. I thought we went back. I
But
in the
that's
day.
thing, too, like these guys. I put my Cash App in chat if anybody was interested.
Please,
I
you
thought I
need
saw
money.
somebody ask for it, but maybe not. I don't know. Either way, and these creators, okay, now there's certain creators who have had horrible things said about them by other creators. You know, people,
Non-creators.
creators who've talked about my parenting. They've put my address out there. They've said all sorts of lies. Whatever. Listen,
Lot
there's a difference between some lies, but then there's some lies you can't. Some things you say about people, some you can't come back from. Don't talk about my child. Don't talk about my parenting. Don't try to get my kid taken away. Whatever. Now,
Oh my God.
if I run out of friends in this community, okay, now that's the problem. Some of these guys I feel like are just go over there and kiss those people's butts because they don't want to be picked on. Number one. Or number two, if like
This is
say
not money. No, this is not money right here.
can I just
Yeah.
finish this and then you could show it?
Yeah.
And number
That's
two, if I am going to, let's say,
oh my God.
you know, me and let's say I want some new friends on YouTube.
Mellow ball.
Why would I go find one of these people who dogged me out and said horrible things about me? I have integrity. I have morals, right? YouTube's huge. Go find friends in other communities. Go make friends elsewhere. Go show them the new boxes you just got, Joe. Show them the new boxes.
I really don't want to show them the new boxes.
Why? That's special? Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button, please. Yeah, don't bring family into it. I mean, the things they said about they don't even know my child.
Yeah.
The things they said about it. And we were in Disney 2.5 weeks ago, whatever, the same time the fat boy was on vacation. He came back talking about what his plane ticket cost, how much his hotel cost, how much he spent. Why? People spend money on vacation. It's not
he's explaining how much money people are giving him.
because he wants people to feel bad that he spent so much and give him money back. But when you go on vacation, you spend money. I don't know. So, Drew,
Hey, Drew.
now Nick, New York.
Hey,
I
Drew.
love you. And shout out to MJ, my friend. MJ. She hasn't been around much, but MJ, she was from, I'd see her in the Durkee community and stuff like that. We miss you, dear. I hope everything's okay with you, MJ. So shout out to MJ.
Yeah, we always send something out to her.
Sad fishing, exactly. So
Listen,
NB, what does
we
this
need,
person say?
look, we need
Making key points. I always make key points.
we need Jalen Hurts and
I
we
got
need Trevor Lawrence to have good years. Yeah.
and Nunzio is cool. Now, Joe, we don't have a problem with
Oh
Nunzio.
yeah, Nunzio's cool.
We don't have a problem with him. The only thing we were trying to explain to him that day is go where you want, just keep our names out of it. Because some of the things that he does, people associate what he does with us, and I've never spoken to him, you know.
Yeah.
So, and PK Shallon, just ignore them because that's what they want you to do. They want you to click the link and they want to give you view and they want to get views off your name. They're using you.
What happened to Conor McGregor? Okay, like I really want to know. Like it's bothersome to me.
I don't know. I gotta use the toilet real quick, the bathroom. So I'm gonna.
What happened to Derek Jeter?
Can you take over for 1 second?
Sure,
And then
I'll
I want to read that article. And if anybody would like to,
What do you guys think of Barry Obama? You guys like Barry Obama?
you said you didn't want to see when I said I wanted to do cards. You're like, nope, I don't want to do cards today. I don't
No.
want
Because these are cards that I'm going through
to. Happy
that I'm
Feller.
right now.
Joe, I have an old football card from Saints football kicker named Happy Feller. You want me to bring somebody on to chat with you for a couple minutes while I go away, or no?
Johnny Unitas.
No.
Yeah, John Wolf. Yeah, okay. You believe fucking John fucking Wolf?
I
John
do
Wolf?
believe when he says that I'm stronger than most of these men in this community.
Yes.
I believe that one.
Yep.
You live in Annandale. What did he say? I live
Listen,
in
the question I have,
Annandale.
John Wolf,
Okay.
let me ask you a serious question, John Wolf. Are you a top or a bottom?
He's retaining.
Drogen.
Where'd
Okay.
my Margine go? He's retaining. Let me see if
This fucking guy right here, this Anthony Davis. Oh my God, he let me down. He better do good this year. Julius Randle. I haven't given up on him yet. Randy Moss.
I used to have this friend. Can I just say something? There was this special boy to me. Listen, there was when I was in the other community, there was this boy named Cole.
Cole?
Cole was very special to me. Me and him had a bond.
Cole.
And yes, his name was Cole. And
Cole.
no, Cole, just COLE. And I love Cole. And I feel like there were certain trolls that kind of like ruined our friendship, but I've always had a special place in my heart for this boy and his mother. He's a very special boy. I saw him comment on one of my Disney videos. So Cole, if you do end up watching this, just to let you know, you've always had a special place in my heart. I'm simply asked the question personally, but BK, I am not a troll. This is Jess. Hey, Jess. All right, let me go. Andrea Fetali, you want to come up for a minute while I step away?
Lawrence Modem. Okay, Lawrence Moten. Okay. My bad. The Julius Randle. Now, listen. I'm holding on to the Julius Randle cards. Okay, because I really, really think that something good's going to come out of this Julius Randle thing. You know, I think I know what happened to the Knicks last year.
Hey, Pepsi, gas money.
You know, I think he just got too involved with the three-pointers. I mean, he shot 40% from three-point range the year before, right? So he went from having this big, bulky body. He said, all right, now he wanted to be more of a perimeter player. And he hit like 32% of his threes. And truthfully, you know,
Gigi Gorgeous.
They
Shout
didn't have
out.
Gary Rose. They got the French person. Now, how many times, okay, shout out to France, okay? Shout out to the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, all that shit, okay? But we are, the Knicks and French do not mix. And I'll give you 3 examples.
Can
One
you
is
go?
Spice.
Can you get pause for
Two, two, okay? 2 is Frank Ntilikina. And number 3 is Evan Fournier.
That's
Knicks,
real?
Francais, no wee, no bonbons, no good stuff. Bad
Well,
news.
if her, you have a wrench.
Everybody has a fucking wrench,
Well, I'm
except me.
saying if it's not a real person, if it's not the real account and it's an impersonator, please get rid of them. We don't need people
No,
impersonating.
Harry.
All right, Joe.
Yes.
Give me 5
What
minutes.
would
Do you want me to let some? You want me to put the link down to see if someone wants to come on? While I get off, I just have to go off for 5 minutes. You're talking about your cards, and you didn't
Put
want to
the
talk
link
about cards.
down.
But listen, if we don't know you, you're not coming on. I'm not having some like one of Carlos's troll accounts coming in here because
What
he's
are
a
you gonna
troll.
get?
I just have to use the toilet for a second. I don't have a wrench. Gigi Gorgeous. You know that you are one of our.
Okay, so nobody wants to come on. That's fine. Great. Truthfully, I didn't want anybody to come on, and I was actually gonna hit stop cam and mute, and I was gonna call Lauren and yell at her because I told her I didn't want anybody on. Did I tell you that?
And I want to say this too: certain people. Okay, BK, please stop abusing me. BK, be polite to the women in chat. I don't know what's going on. I don't think abusing is a strong word.
No. That she didn't get abused. She didn't get abused. He probably fucked her and didn't call her. I mean, that's normal.
Oh, Jess is. Then get rid of her.
Jess. Yeah, I bet you Jess has a cock. No.
Oh, let me address
it. If it's Papa, then she doesn't. I'm sorry.
Let me address this too, real quick, okay? So, I'm at work yesterday, and somebody hits me up, and they said, "Go strike, loads of the sheet," and that we need a nickname for him, Sean, because I don't want to say his name. They're using your content. I was at work. My boss was like right next to me, talking. So, I couldn't go through the whole strike thing. I didn't have my computer. So so I just simply went, and they were talking about how mean we are to Nunzio. I clicked on for a second how mean we are to Nunzio, which is none of their business, which is pretty pathetic that you guys are spending your morning instead of going to work or having a life, worry about what went on my stream. Anyway, so I took the stream and I put it on private real quick, and I got a screen recording of what they did share, using my content. So anybody wants to use our content, okay, we are doing the same thing that you guys have done to us. I will be striking you. And when you fight the strike, I will get every piece of information from you. So low to the streets. Your little lawyer didn't give you the correct information about using my content. You're going to get a strike for it, and then you could fight it, but I will have every single piece of information on you. Just to let you know. But go ahead, do it. Use my I have the screen recording. I'm still going to send it over to YouTube to show them. All right, Joe, I'm getting let me take a quick break. You know that Code is always standing up during his live shows. Load is always standing up. Load puts on a funny hat and begs for money. Load runs around in a field full of kids that he doesn't know and pretends like he's coaching them. You seen them one day? Come on, princess, get that hustle, get that. Meanwhile, I'm actually out there setting up Disney parades for these kids. All right, let me go.
Is he the GOAT?
Natty, you want to?
Is he the GOAT? Who's the GOAT?
Yeah, but I want to go over that article. You didn't want to go over cards, Joe. All right, I'm going to mute this too. I'll be right back.
What, you don't want people to hear you pissing? There's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, so Omerta gear, okay? Like, you want to know what Omerta gear is good for? Okay, so like, picture you take a road trip, okay? And like, you got to take a shit, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, what are you going to do, right? You got to pull over. You don't have toilet paper with you or whatever, you know. So what are you going to do? Wipe your ass with a leaf? No. You go in and you get your Omerta gear and you wipe your ass. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, you know, it's going to leave your ass. I mean, it's probably like sandpaper, but I mean, it's better than a fucking leaf or a branch. I mean, you know, if someone gave me Omerta gear as a Christmas gift, I would never talk to that person again. Like, who's gonna, like, it would almost be like, all jokes aside, okay, like, seriously, right now, okay, if you saw someone with Omerta gear on, the first thing you're gonna think of, and I hate to say it, is you're gonna think of that bobblehead FBI, right? And that's like really, that's what it is. And like, I'm not even saying it to diss FBI. I'm saying, like, you know, that Omerta tattoo shit that he had on, you know, and that all he does is have these people around him that know nothing about Omerta. It's like, it is cringe, and I'm being truthful. It really is. And I'm not hating on FDS because whatever. I mean, as a matter of fact, you guys should hate me because I was friends with him for 27 days. So, you know, my head, I mean, come on, I was friends with him for 27 days. I knew better. But, you know, I mean, I guess it was okay. You know, I figured, let me start with YouTube or whatever. You know, I was hanging out with other people. But yeah, when you think about it, Omerta gear is like, who would even, like, come on. Omerta gear, it's like the FBS gear. Okay. You would have better, like, okay, what would you wear? Sammy Gravano gear or Omerta gear? Think about it.
I would wear neither. I would wear a We Push Back t-shirt.
Yeah, which I didn't get one. Everybody got one. I don't get one. But
What about Trap?
And I want to send a nice shout out to Dominic. Dominic's got to get, like, We Push Back in like a football jersey. Then I'll get it. Then I'll wear the shit out of it.
I got a really good salad last night from Outback. It's probably rude that I'm eating it, so I'll probably turn the camera off. But do you want to, I show my face all the time. Rat Trap City did a dance off with Stop It B. And you guys got to check out my video I did yesterday on Stop It B, showing what you know, how hypocritical he is. But,
yeah.
Can we go over that article? Because I don't want to do too long of a live today. Tomorrow we have some really interesting content coming on.
You know, one thing. Now, Allen Iverson, right? Have you seen the commercial for Car Shield? Okay. Car Shield is like the insurance for cars or whatever. Like if your car's damaged, you know what I mean? Like if, you know, like if your car breaks down, you know, you don't have to pay, whatever. I seen Allen Iverson. Man, he looks old. And he's my age, Allen Iverson. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, shit, man. I must really look like shit from what I used to look like. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't hit you till you see someone of like your same age group and you're like, holy shit. Do I look that old? Like, do I look that tore up? You know what I mean? It's troublesome. And quite frankly, it's that Car Shield commercial with Allen Iverson that brings me back to this. My avatar. And let me just edit the avatar. Thank you, Mike. God bless them. Right? I have grandparents over 100.
All right.
And Del Strain, see, my kind of guy. He says that Del Strain is all for me being muted and me being a avatar. But yeah, I mean, getting older really.
Contrain and Gigi Gorgeous, I sent you I hooked you up with a wrench so that you could drop any links. Maddie has a live after this, I believe. So Maddie, make sure you drop your link. All right, let's get into that. Come on, can I get in?
Shout out to Maddie Marinad and the uncle. Now, one other thing. I'm not muted anymore, by the way, right?
No.
Am I muted? Can you hear me?
I might have to mute you, but go ahead.
So the problem, you want to know the problem I have, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, okay? The problem I have is like I'm feeling older, and like there's just like I don't feel like, what's the word? Like I don't feel like going out and doing things, you know what I mean? Like with women and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like women, they want me to hang out with them, you know, like go in a, like I have friends, they want to like, you know, go out to nightclubs and all this. And I was thinking to myself, like, you know, well, maybe I would, you know, go out, but it's like I just don't have the energy. And I'm like 47 years old. Now, could you imagine if I was 100? I can't even fucking walk at 47. All right? How do you make it to 101? I know. See, like Mike, it's hard to get me to go to lunch. It really is. It's just like, it's hard. The only, you know who could get me out of the house?
Thank you.
Who could get me out of the house, Lauren?
Car.
That's it. Car calls, I'm there. But other than that, I'm becoming like a hermit, you know, and it sucks, you know, it really does. But thank God. And now is like the time I should be going out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey, what's up, Amber? How are you? But the problem is that you're still getting over your medical problem, number one, and number two, I hope like BK,
yeah,
you know, he's trying to get into like, I don't want him to get into like a little depression. So we need to like try to force him to get out a little bit. Amber Channel is in chat. All right, so
wait a minute now. Maybe Amber can get me to go out.
We're going to Miami with Amber.
Carol. Yep. I mean, I like going out, but like the other thing is, it's been really hot here, and it's been like
so. You know, Amber, like do you want to come on? Hey, Cole. See, this is my favorite Cole. I love Cole. He's been a friend to me.
Wait a while now.
Joe, stop. Stop.
How do you know this is Cole?
Stop. I know it's Cole, so stop.
I hope so, because I know he's your friend, but I don't want an imposter in here.
No, that's Cole.
There could be an imposter Cole.
I'm telling you it's Cole.
John Wolf is a snitch. Oh my God. I got to be honest with you. You know, to me,
Cole, Joe, just
most
be quiet for a
people-
minute. Joe, be quiet for a minute. Cole is the nicest, sweetest boy.
I'm sure he is.
Okay. I sent you a text so you knew it was really Cole. He's the nicest, sweetest boy. Me and him have been friends on here for a while. It's sad because I feel like other people got in the way of that, but I was never, ever, ever going to go at somebody because they were getting in between me and Cole or something, because I never wanted him ever to be dragged into anything. So
No.
the point is, everybody in chat, please welcome Cole. He is a good friend of the channel. Everybody always be polite to him. He's a friend of mine, so that means he's a friend to all of yours.
Does he want to come on, Cole?
No, Cole's not going to come on.
Very, very smart, Cole.
He's not going to come on today. Not today's a good time. Amber, if you would like to come up, and then we're going to read an article, and then we're going to about that one topic, Joe, and then we're going to get off.
How are you doing, Amber?
I don't know if she wants to come on or not.
I hope you're feeling better.
Cole's a great kid, inside and out, and nobody should mess with him.
And Cole, if Lauren says you're a great kid, you're a great kid. And you're a friend of mine, Cole.
Absolutely. Joe will always have your back and support you. All right, Joe, turn off your camera. Turn off your camera for a little bit.
Well, no. Wait a while.
There's 2 L's.
Yep.
It's two.
2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle again. I love it. Oh, it's the best.
Nobody
You need
should
to
mess
quit.
with Uncle Zio either, but Cole
Nobody
is
should.
a young boy, and unfortunately, some of these women in this, in other
He's a-
communities,
Cole is a handsome lad. Let me tell you.
he is very handsome, and he has a great mom, great parents.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. So sweet.
So sweet, so sweet.
Careful.
There was something I remember they started bringing him into a fight with you over something. I forget what it was.
Silverstein.
About somebody flirting with him, and it was like, he's just friendly. Leave the kid alone. I don't like when they would try to drag him into arguments, but all right, so I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to talk about this topic. How was your day,
Yeah,
Amber?
Co-train. It's good. Yeah, my tattoo is healing wonderfully. No, not even peeling yet.
Nice.
Yep.
I gotta get a tattoo.
World famous Charlie D. What's up?
I want to get a couple of tattoos.
Yeah. I got 8.
Pop tattoo. And maybe Arthur Ashe. Oh, well, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Ice fans.
There we go.
Ice fans.
All right. So, Cole, are you sticking around? Because I'll give you a wrench, so if anybody bothers you, you can take care of them. Head moderator. So, this is what we were going to talk about today. I don't know. Did Joe, what is he taking a break for a second? He got a phone call?
A phone call, yeah.
No, I'm around.
Oh, okay.
All right. So,
You
Jackson,
said go with
Mississippi.
the avatar, and you said that I should shut up. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to follow your wishes.
So this is a big topic in the world right now. This Jackson, Mississippi residents told to shower with mouths closed as water treatment plants repairs continue on day 4 of water shortage. Wow.
Okay. Now wait a second.
Whoa.
It's not a water shortage like you think it is. The reason, the problem they're having is they actually got too much rain, and it like damaged, I guess, the facilities, the reservoirs or whatever. So they
Yeah.
actually have too much water. It's not like they have a lack of water. So go ahead.
All right. So as Mississippi's capital city entered a 4th day Thursday, with little or no water flowing from faucets, authorities were scrambling to get a failing water treatment plant plagued by decades of deferred maintenance back online. The problem, which comes on top of a boil water notice in effect for more than a month, has upended life in the city of roughly 150,000 residents, where schools were shuttered this week. Businesses are forced to adapt, and people have had to wait in long lines for bottled water they can use to drink, cook, or brush their teeth with. After days of work on the plant, including Wednesday's installation of a rental pump, water pressure is returning in some areas. City officials said areas closer to the plant are experiencing almost normal pressure, while areas further away still have low to no pressure, they said. We made some positive gains within the system. We are encouraged, Jackson Mayor said in a news conference Thursday. The problem came to a head Monday when river flooding nudged an already damaged main treatment plant to failure, meaning many of Jackson's faucets are delivering barely, if any, water. In some cases, the water has been brown. Wow. Citizen residents already had been told to boil their water since late July because of quality concerns, and the water system has been troubled for years. The rental pump installed Wednesday at the treatment plant will help add 4 million more gallons of water a day into the system. Authorities believe the state also contracted with outside operations to begin work on critical emergency repairs, but even as fixes are made, service has fluctuated. There will be further interruptions. There are not avoidable at this point. Mississippi Governor said during a Wednesday news conference, in which he also urged residents not to drink the water without boiling it. The treatment plant sends treated water to above ground tanks spread across the city, and those tanks, which send water to the homes and businesses, are supposed to be full for optimal pressure. Failure of the plant's pumps led tanks to drop. More than half the tanks have begun filling back up. We are hopeful that we will be able to increase the quality of water, which will ultimately get the tanks more full, and ultimately to a scenario in which we can do the proper testing and actually produce clean water, the governor said Wednesday, but we're not there yet. The state Thursday opened 7 new sites for distributing bottled water, which are in addition to distribution sites already established by the city. The state's staffed by the National Guard, including the state's fairgrounds and Hinds County. That doesn't matter really, because that's pretty much it, So
That's crazy.
we think our problems.
Let me put in my 2 cents real quick. And this is what I find crazy about it, okay? Is
Sure.
that, okay, so we're America, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're funneling billions of dollars over to Ukraine. Great. I mean, they deserve it. They need help. But, if you think about it, why aren't we they're saying they're giving them a case of water, like the cars are lined up or whatever, the Red Cross or whatever is there, and they're limiting people to a case of water. Shouldn't we be able to turn on a dime and be able to say, all right, Mississippi, you need support? Here we go. Boom. These people, they're not showering. The school, they're back to virtual learning. You can't take a shower. You can't, it's crazy. And this is
schools,
America.
if anything, should be getting the water so that they
Okay.
so that the kids can get out of the house, go to school, and then know there's water for the kids. And I thought Maddie had a live game night or something. Why can't I find it? I thought I put it on my community tip. Yeah, these kids, the number one place, because they need to get out of the house if there's the house. So they're the ones that should have the water. They're the ones that should have the bottled water. They're the ones that should have the resources, number one, for these kids to get out of the house and go there and be in a safe environment to get out of their home that's going through stuff right now, a stressful situation.
Now, I would hate to think that this might be racially motivated. And let me tell you why, okay? I'm not conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But in Flint, Michigan, they had a problem there within the last couple of years where they didn't have drinking water. You know what I mean? In like Jackson, Mississippi, I mean, I don't know. If it was like somewhere like L.A. or whatever, I mean, it just seems like, to me, Jackson, Mississippi, I don't know what the population is. It could be all white. I don't know. But it seems like we should be able to, like, in America, like turn on a dime and be like, all right, here we go. They need help. Let's get it done. You know what I mean? It just seems like I don't know. Our head is like worried about documents that President Trump had, or like we're worried about wars in Ukraine, and we're worried about all this stuff. But what about at home?
Yep.
Gas prices are through the roof. Inflation. I mean, it seems like we're falling apart at the seams. And if you live in New York, forget about it. I mean, the shit's crazy in New York right now.
Listen,
how much is gas there? How much is gas up there?
89, $3.89, about $3.89.
$4.
Yeah.
Which, believe me, it was
$4.15, $4.50. It was a lot more.
It was like $5.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everything here is like bumper to bumper traffic. That's another thing. You get the gas mileage here. I was getting like 15, 18 miles a gallon when I was like going places. I mean, everything is just city driving here. There's everything is bumper to bumper traffic. You go on the Belt Parkway. I mean, it's amazing. It really is. It's just the roads in New York are terrible, horrible.
And then they're shutting them down at nighttime, 10 o'clock at night. They're shutting these main roads down to do road work. So us people who travel at night thinking we're going to avoid the traffic, we got to take the long way home. And then there's more traffic because there's only one road. But
that sounds like Houston.
I went through Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
I had a 2-year-old at the time. Hey, Lee, how are you? And I didn't have water. My stove was electric. I didn't have electricity. And we're at the end of October where it's getting chilly, so I had no heat.
Oh, my God.
Luckily, I was able to escape and go down south and stay down there until and because we're on an island, we couldn't get gasoline because the ports were closed because of the electricity. So when there was a gas delivery, people waited online for hours. Like, if you can't get gasoline for your car, how are you supposed to?
You can't.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was so lucky. I filled up my cars on Monday, and I think Sandy hit like the night Monday going into Tuesday. So I had a full tank of gas in 2 cars. I mean, it was bad. It was like really, really bad.
And then when gas station got gas, people would announce it like on Facebook groups. Everybody would rush there, and then they would be waiting on lines for a long time. But then they limited how much gas. So it was a whole mess. So I couldn't imagine going through that, with the water shortage and stuff like that.
Was the part, Amber. You could wait. I remember people on Staten Island waiting for gas for 3-4 hours. They get closer to the front, and then gas, there's no more gas.
Like, oh my God!
Like, I would die. Like, people were going to gas stations, filling up buckets. Bucket, but not like a
hoarding toilet paper.
Yeah,
I used to sell like gas cans and generators, and we used to sell like extension cords. It was like people were coming in, and like the last extension cord, like people were calling me like, "Look, I got a 2-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, I lost power. I have a generator. I need an extension cord. Can you help me?" It was like some crazy shit that was going on.
Yeah.
In the hardware business did really well at that point. So, business I was in. But it was very, very tough. And then last year, we had Hurricane Ida.
Yeah.
1 year ago today. And basically, the sewer systems in New York can handle 1.75 inches per hour.
Yeah.
We got them. In 1 hour last year in Ida, we got 3.5 inches.
hot. Well, that's like Dallas. Dallas just got 7 inches in an hour, and the whole downtown Dallas flooded. But
Exactly. It was bad.
I went through Harvey, Katrina.
Katrina.
What about when Texas got snow? They didn't even have snow shovels in Texas because it never snowed. Imagine getting a snowstorm and they like our stores, we can go to the store and get a snow shovel. We can go get snow boots. We can get snow pants. These people couldn't get that stuff because it never snowed in Texas, so they didn't sell that stuff. Rock salt. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But you know what we found out the hard way. Like we found out the hard way that, because we were in Texas, and even up here, we had to use it too, because when we got here in January, there was no rock salt and it was all snowy and stuff like that. But so down in Texas, since we crawfish boil all the time, we put crawfish salt out and it would melt that ice like crazy.
Really?
It would smell like a crawfish boil though.
I used to sell
people,
rock salt,
and the people didn't have heat.
Right. Yep.
And like people didn't really have heat in their house, right? Like you guys don't really have heat, or you guys do?
No, we do. Yeah, we have heat, but see, like we got lucky because we were the only house on our entire block that had a generator. So like every house like was completely dark except for our house. So we had AC, we had heat, we had everything, but the only, and we had gas stoves. So, everything was working in our house. So we never, even though the power went out like throughout the whole, and we never got flooded. We got close, but we never got flooded. So
here was a problem during Sandy that a lot of people had. So people would buy generators, right? Now you could get like a lot of them were buying gas generators, right?
Yeah.
Gas. The problem is you couldn't get gas.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like me, I have like natural gas in my house. So I have a natural gas generator, which is good because, if we ever lose power and there's a gas shortage, but a lot of people are buying generators that take, unleaded gas. But if there's a catastrophe and you can't get gas, then how do you, so, or propane, that was another thing, propane generators, but you got to be able to propane. That's why the natural gas is probably the best.
Yeah.
We got a proud Puerto Rican chat. Go ahead.
Huh?
No, somebody said they're proud to be Puerto Rican. I said proud Puerto Rican in chat.
But we had the generator we had on was that, I don't know if y'all have heard of them up there, but it's Generex.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and so it was actually like a pad built and installed on the side of our house. Like we had to get the HOA approval and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime the power would flicker, like we would have 3 seconds and it would sound like a lawnmower started up outside, automatic, just, and we would have power.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, we never, a lot of our neighbors came over. Like during that time, like I was telling Heidi, I was like, come to my house. Like it was during the winter storm. Remember, she didn't have heat. And I was like, come to my house. Like we're warm. We have heat. We have lights. We have but she didn't have any. She had to go to her old house, Yeah. But,
well, that was like,
where I was. I was like in Staten Island. Luckily, I was, in a good area. But a lot of people.
Well, I dealt with it, and it was over 2 weeks, and I had a 2-year-old. Thank goodness, I had some place else that I could bring my 2-year-old. I remember before I got, you thinking it's just going to be a couple of days, so let's wait it out, whatever. And I bring her to the public library just to charge up like her portable DVD player and our electronics and stuff like that. But luckily I had some place to go. And then when we had this pandemic situation, that affected the whole world. So like, at least with Sandy, I can get on a plane and I can go somewhere else where it's safer. With that, you couldn't because it affected the whole world. It's tough situation. So I hope those people, especially for those children, I hope that they're able to get this fixed and get some healthy drinking water, safe drinking water.
There's just a lot of shit going on right now that's
just what
makes sense. these diseases and monkeypox and all this shit.
You got to watch what
Oh,
you say,
yeah.
Joe. Don't say too much words.
No, I know. I'm just saying there's, all this
Yeah.
stuff that's out there, and it's like, I mean, the world seems like
You think you got it under control, and a new strain comes out. It's just the times are changing, and it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
that's why in reality, I really don't hate the YouTubers, like the FBI's, like getting money or whatever. Like, do what you got to do, because it could be a lot worse if they didn't. If you got to use my name in one of your, and it gets you money, good for you. I don't want to shut down people's channels, is what I'm trying to say. To me, that's something I would never
I
really
think an extent. Okay, when these people are putting up our family members, I don't think my family members' names have been put up, but family members' names, going through their Facebook and putting their mom's name up and pictures of their mom, their dad who passed away, and putting up pictures of their father, and then claiming that they infested the whole town with some kind of diseases, and then they just lose a sister, and then the sister name is going up, and they're saying disgusting. Those are the type of the ones that are doxing our addresses and putting our children in danger. Yes, those channels should at least get struck and suspended for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
no, don't say that. Come on. Yes.
No.
Yes,
what I was going to say is, I think they should be
taught a lesson. Take it down altogether. No, I'm going to talk over you because you're going to say something that's going to make me mad.
No,
I don't think shut down altogether, but they definitely should get a strike and some kind of warning to teach them a lesson.
I'm going to ask you a question. You're on my channel right now. Cool out. I was talking to, yeah, exactly. I was talking to someone. Maybe you could answer this question too, Amber. So I'm talking to, like, probably my closest friend on YouTube. You know who the guy is, but I don't want to say his name. And he's thinking that, like, you could have YouTube beef with people and keep it to a level where it's not going to go, like, below the belt, where it's just going to be like, we'll be clowning each other and just do this whole thing. And I'm like, no, there's no way. Because eventually, once you go back and forth a couple of times and, like, someone has, like, the winning hand or whatever, the other person's got to come back and they got to hit below the belt. Because a lot of times on YouTube, let's just start out going at this person. But then it's like the family's coming, the kids, the dead people and all this stuff. I just don't think you could battle someone and keep it to, like, not a respectable level, but not hit him below the belt. What do you think?
I think you can use your own content against them. Amber uses their own content. What their words, she shows their videos, she uses their own content against them. That's what NB3 did, NB1, NB2.
Yeah.
Ahead,
I think what it is, like, I think a lot of people, while people can, like, I don't know, like, roast somebody with just their words or whatever.
Right.
Eventually, when the person roasts that person back and they see that the person that roasted them, it didn't bother them as much as it bothered the person that got roasted the first time. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Then the person that got roasted the first time is going to say, okay, so that didn't hit. All right, so let's talk about your mama. Let's talk about your kids. Let's talk about your parenting. Let's talk about your grandma. Let's, and so they're going to keep nitpicking until they find something that you just blow up at. And then by that time, it's gloves off. It's like.
Right. Yep. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And that's when it's time to, like, bow out of that, when it starts getting toxic like that. It's like, wow. But there was somebody who threatened to put in her community to put the children of these creators on P sites, on child P sites. I can't say the word, on child P sites. They're like, we will take your kids' pictures and we'll put them on child P sites. And that is disgusting. That's low. And that person should be at least suspended for a couple of weeks to teach them a lesson that it's not okay. If they're going to keep saying that and YouTube isn't going to give them some kind of punishment, they're not going to learn their lesson and it's going to keep happening.
But here's the other thing, though. Okay, the other thing is this. The people that are on YouTube.
What's up, Old School Mike? How are you?
Okay, those people, like, the crazier shit you say, the more people you get listening to you, unfortunately. And I think that's another thing.
Yeah.
I went crazy last week. We got 1 billion people, but now it's like, oh, he's talking nice. Like I'm calm today, and we got 70 people. So
But still, that's fine.
I might
That's
just want to
fine.
flip out again.
That's fine. Like I'm fine with that. But either way,
But I'm not.
well, then start a fight with somebody in chat. So
You want to fight with me? Let's fight.
Old School Mike says, hello, Amber.
Hello, Mike.
Old School Mike, we missed you. We haven't seen you for a minute. So,
But yeah, that person, I don't want to mention names, but yeah, that person's channel was shut down for a week. No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
so
Because that was his,
they got
that was
suspended for
his
3 weeks.
second. Yeah, that was like his second community guideline strike. And then also because of that statement, he also, because he's up there in New Jersey, New Jersey police got a whole bunch of calls because you can't threaten to put children, on those type of things. And they went to the house and confiscated all electronics. So he couldn't have got online if he wanted to, because they were going through all his stuff to see if he had been doing that.
Right.
So
when it comes down to child P, they're not going to put
you
up
take
with
that stuff serious. Yeah, you don't even joke like that. That's not even a rational thought. Like, that's not, like, nobody, like, I always say, like, the biggest cut down is, like, it never goes out of style, is, like, your mama, like, but, like, no rational person says, huh?
No, I love Uncle Zio.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, just, like no rational person's thought, like, instantly goes to, I'm going to put your child on this. What?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you even think that?
I got to send you a clip today that I put on one of my clip channels of what this guy said to another guy. And the guy he said it to is a jerk, but then he talked about doing sexual things to his daughter. What, Joe?
Can you put up a picture
of what?
Of Chode of the Street, his face? We
not right now, no.
I want Amber and the girls to look at that and tell me if he was the last person on earth.
Is that the guy with the small hands?
No.
Not the small hands. This guy is, hold on, let me see what's in my phone. This fool.
Will you go to Bible study with him?
Hmm?
Oh,
no,
nothing.
the guy,
just Bible study.
This guy is one.
I don't know what is a code word for. What is it a code word for, Lauren?
Hold on, I have. He's a biker. I'm not going to download it.
You like bikers, Amber?
Oh yeah, I grew up around them.
No, now wait a minute. Now, what type of bikers? I'm talking about guys that ride 10 speeds. There he is, right there,
with his shirt off.
No, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, nobody's cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea, or anybody with
no.
tea.
No, not even if it was the last sip.
Yeah, definitely not. So tomorrow, Amber, I don't know if you want to come on, but like I said, we had we're gonna do a 60 days in.
Oh yeah.
If you want to come
on. Yeah.
You're more than welcome to.
I would love it. Did I miss the 60 days in? No, I didn't. Did I?
No, it's on Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Am I missing something?
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah. My whole,
I know. Look
I
how
don't
he
keep
went on screen. Look at this. Look, and he went on screen like this, like making this face, and he thinks he's funny. Like this is like
Voodoo Brown. You were my
and
top
listen,
five.
Was he in the toilet when he did it?
No, he's very open about things that went on with him as a child with a priest doing something to him. But then he talks about how when he calls his little makeout sessions with women, he calls it Bible study. I'm doing Bible study with the girl. Isn't that weird?
That's gross.
Yeah.
Yes,
everybody that's ever gotten killed in Philadelphia or passed away is his son or his brother or his cousin.
Perpetual victim.
Nut.
Perfect everybody. He knows everybody's dying every day. This is that look at this stand-up guy. Did anybody see a picture of this stand-up guy. That stand-up guy in
What the hell? That
the
doc
stand-up
from
guy.
Is
The
that
stand-up guy
Lefty?
from that Sons of No, that's the stand-up guy from that stand-up guy in Sons of Italy page.
Sons of
They want,
Italy.
they want all of us to join to bring them.
Sons of Italy. That dude doesn't look like Italy. Oh my god!
does it look like Italy?
He doesn't look Italian. Sons of Italy. He looks like
No,
Sons of
Sons of
Ireland.
Italy. I want you to send me some of those videos of him with those weird dances in your DMs. Now I think he said that he had 5 strokes, so I hope he's feeling better.
Who had 5 strokes?
Loki 13, how are you? The Sons of Italy.
I take that back.
Sean, how are you? Sean, how are you? I don't know if I said hi, but all right. I got stuff to do because I got to get her ready for tomorrow's the first day back to a new grade for my child. I got to make sure I got everything ready. Have you seen the video of Toad and Rami? No, I really don't watch them. I put them on. I trolled them pretty bad though, because somebody, like I said, somebody told me yesterday, strike them. They're playing your content. Him and his lawyer.
He should keep his camera off, his volume off. He needs to go ride bicycles.
I forgot that my camera was still on. I hope I didn't scratch myself in the wrong way. I really forgot my camera was still on. Oh well. I hope I didn't scratch myself in the wrong way. Sorry guys.
That's when he did the live. Remember he did the live after the funeral of his son.
Yes, and he was crying forever,
But it was like, I wish I could go back to that day and you could see what he had on. Because, if that's your son's funeral and you're going to show up wearing, khakis and a fucking, I don't know, it was just, to me, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess he's a biker, so that's cool. They do that stuff. And when I say biker, I don't mean Harley or that type of biker. I mean Schwinn, or, Schwinn, Huffy.
like Pee Wee Herman bike, like that Pee Wee Herman bike.
You know what I mean? Schwinn, that type of stuff. 10 speed. You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know the one that you pedal a little and it has a little engine on it, and you pedal, and then it gets motorized for a few blocks or whatever. Then you got to pedal.
I call those college kids bikes. But no, I where I come from, deep South Texas. If it ain't a Harley, it ain't a bike.
Yep.
Indians don't even Indian bikes don't even work. Mm-mm.
He's got a Huffy. Yep. He definitely has a Huffy. And he gets a lot of girls too. He does. So I don't know. He says it with a straight face. And you're like, as his friend, you're like, yeah, bro, good luck tonight, man. And I'm like,
oh my God. All right. I gotta jump on.
I don't know. I look at guys and I think
she's gotta go pick up her son. She's saying goodbye, Joe. Don't cut her off.
I think Kevin is ugly, but he gets a lot of girls. So maybe he gets a lot of girls. Maybe when he pulls up on his Huffy and he has that little fucking bell on his bike that he rings.
Amber, I'll drop your chat link. What are you doing tonight? Anything tonight? Any plans for your channel tonight?
Yeah. Typical stuff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cole, go ahead, Amber. We'll pick you. We love you. I'll drop your link. And everybody will see you later if you go live.
Listen, Amber, if you're ever up late and you need someone to talk to, just hit me up. I'm available. I'm a good shoulder to cry on.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Love you, girl.
All right, bye.
That ain't happening, guys. Maddie, maybe you
She's
have a chance.
She's our friend. What is Jesus Christ? Bay 8th. Everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Thank you, Jesus Christ.
That's not Jesus Christ. That's Jesus Christ. That's his brother.
How does he know that me and you are committing adultery? I thought that was our secret.
No, but we're committing adultery in our hearts and in our minds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. What time are you coming home tonight, though? Because should I leave the light on for you?
No.
Okay. No. You got to be at the other house?
Listen
what?
make sure you put on something nice, okay?
I always have something nice on. What are you talking
No,
about?
but something like really nice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
All right.
I'll bring home the Bible and we'll have some Bible study and we'll think about Jesus Christ.
And then
Jesus.
if you piss me off, I'll cut off your pinky. So. And
Yes,
if you're late a minute, I'll cut off 2 pinkies. So anyway,
I know
Teresa,
this guy. I know
Montauk.
Jesus Christ. He's from uptown.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's
Do you remember when Carlos told everybody that Common Sense was the dealer of Lefty? Jab, jab, jab. See, just putting in a jab. Just putting in a jab. All right. So tomorrow we will be doing something around 6 Eastern. Everybody, please come by and check it out. Everybody who sent a Cash App or a Super Chat, thank you so much. Jerry, you and Joe need to get in touch with each other. Because that'd be really cool. What?
Did I send you a Cash App?
Why would you send me a Cash App?
Well, no, I said I was going to put a Cash App in for you, and you remember that? Did you get it? All right. Okay. Next time I'll do it. I try to do it.
Over my head. Just bring home dinner tonight. Go see Evan's dad for dinner, please.
Why you want?
Yeah, stop by Evan's dad's on the way home. And then text your, the kid over there, the step kid, because
tomorrow's school. Yep.
Yeah, and see what she wants. Well, and see what she wants for dinner, because so that means you can't come in too late and wake her.
Well, thank you.
I don't know. Listen, and if you're too late, I will change the locks.
Yeah, and let me just say one other thing. I'm probably going to have another blowout, probably in about 2 weeks. Mark it down on your calendar. 2 weeks, because people are really attacking me right now. And like, I was in the bathroom, like taking a shit, and people were attacking me, and I was laughing. It was crazy. It's funny to me. I mean, it's like,
all right, but be careful with the curse words. And I don't even pay attention.
Can you edit
the stuff when they're like saying like calling people the chomos and stuff like that, like calling Lee the chomo and stuff, and the things they said, doxing your phone number in chats, and the things they said about my child and my parenting. And often I do. Okay, I am a liar. When I first was on here, I'd say my children, and certain little things I threw out to throw people off. So that they're little white, it's just to throw people off. But there's always multiple children at my house. Tonight there won't be because school's tomorrow. But once the weekend comes, my house is the place where all the kids want to hang out. So I have multiple children because I always have a house full of children. So when I say the kids,
I'm like
Daro. Yes. And thank you for the Cash App, Daro. Anyway. Everybody, thank you for coming in and having a cool, chill chat. Oh, you're back, Margine? We were just about to go. But I love you.
But we could stay. Listen, we could stay another minute. Okay,
good.
So, Mr.
But your minute goodbyes forever.
Listen, okay, I want to apologize to Lauren, because what happened was the other day I was yelling not at her, but it was like I was yelling at her. Now, if you want, I could play the tape. I could play the tape of her reaming me out. And that is a lot crazier than anything I did. So my advice to you, Tadaro, or anyone is take it easy on Lauren, because you don't want to be the target of her rage like I was. Now, I want to thank everyone for listening and donating, and we're going to do our best not to get upset.
It will happen sometimes.
It'll happen from time to time.
No,
And
we
quite
can get
frankly,
upset, but we need to conversate beforehand. And there's certain
conversate is
people.
not a word, by the way. I want
But
to
we
let you know.
can't, we can't do that again. We can't do that again. There can't be misunderstandings. Our platform cannot be used to kind of make us look like idiots and embarrass ourselves. And that's what I have to say. And I know you know, I'm not taking it down. I was in certain situations. I was embarrassed. Joe, me and Joe had a conversation face to face, and it was worked out amongst the two of us. We're not going to talk about it publicly, but there's a couple of people that he'll have conversations with. But anyway,
Let me put it to you this way: my family was home, and
and
I
what
was
is your
yelling
point?
pretty loud. And
You
know
are not
you
even
know what they
living there.
said to me? They didn't even say a word. Like it wasn't even like it was crazy, because they know when I get that way that I'm more of like acting than anything. You know what I mean? Like they don't even take it serious.
Yeah, but I don't want any of my friends on the
It was a joke.
anybody on the internet who I consider a friend, and I will have my friends' backs, and they've had my back, and I will never want this platform
Yeah.
for any of my friends to feel like they were ever being
No.
attacked in any way, shape, or form. And I wouldn't let it happen to Joe. I wouldn't let it happen to a lot of people. And
If
you know,
anybody
it
feels
was
like
just,
they were attacked, they can
I'm
call me
saying,
and apologize whenever they want. You know how to
I
get in
am
touch
just
with me.
saying
They
that
could
in
call.
general.
Listen,
I'm saying that in general.
they could
As
reach out to
listen,
me and they could apologize to me, and we'll make it all happen.
why do you have to, Joe?
What? I said they could reach out to me and apologize, and then it'll be all smooth.
Apologize to
Oh, I
you?
mean, yeah, no, I mean, I'll
You're being
apologize.
now. You're being now.
No,
See,
now I was saying it wrong. Jeez.
no, we have to have conversations privately if we think that's something before. And unfortunately, when we can't let other people get in our ears about things, we need to talk to the person directly,
Yeah.
especially if there's somebody that we care about, we consider a friend. That's it, and that's what I have to say about that. And
Yeah.
long story short, Rad Trap, I love you, Jared Patterson. Have a good night, my friend.
Jesus
Love you
Christ.
too,
Jesus
Sean.
Christ.
Jesus Christ, thank you for the advice.
Jesus.
Cole,
Jeez.
do you have a channel, honey? Let me see. I thought Cole was going to start a channel at one point.
Be smart, Cole.
Well, let me just drop his link just in case.
Okay, Margine. I'll be good.
And everybody on the way out, hit that money sign button in the left, in the right
Just hit
hand
the like
corner.
button, please. Please hit the like button so I can send over the
Teresa, we
number.
love you. Teresa,
People.
I told Joe to reach out to Chuck about doing a card show. He has some cards to unbox. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I have boxes of cards.
No, Cole, you are not in that community. This is totally different. This is a whole nother community. There's a lot of cool guys on here. You're not in that
Cole is
community.
smart. People are gonna attack him and stuff. Like
No, they're not going to attack Cole. They're not going to attack him. Not if I have anything to do with it.
People attack me, and have I ever done anything wrong? No. They attack me.
Oh, the home and garden. I can definitely pull some plants too and show you my gardening. So anyway, all right, guys. Ding ding, ding ding, Joe.
Hour and 30 minutes. You with us? Thank you. And
check out Maddie after this.
Check out Maddie and my uncles. Ding ding.